How to draw an oak leaf. Welcome to Rain Francis Art for Kids. Today I'm going to show you how to draw this oak leaf with coloring pencils. I'll show you how to do this step by step. This is an easy drawing lesson for kids, beginners, and kids of all ages. Hi everyone, welcome to Rain Francis Art for Kids. My name is Rain. In this series, Nature and the Universe, we draw everything that's in nature and everything that's up in the skies. So let's begin. This is what you'll need for today's drawing. You're going to need a piece of paper. I have my dollar store drawing pad here. It's 11 inches by 8.5. You're going to need a pencil. You're going to need an eraser. I always have an old paintbrush I use to brush off my page. And today we're using just two colors. I have two coloring pencils. I have a light brown and I have a yellow. And I also have my black fine-tipped marker for outlining. And that's it, my friends. So why don't I clear off my space and we can draw our oak leaf. It's a perfect time to draw an oak leaf. So let's start by drawing a line like this. Okay, now I'm going to be erasing my pencil marks. So I'm just letting you know now what I'm going to be doing. But we want to draw the veins in the leaf. So we're going to start, they're kind of like V's along the main line here, okay? We're going to draw a few that are a little bigger. And maybe one is a lot bigger. And that has one coming out of it here. Like that. And then they're going to start to get a little smaller because the leaf gets smaller at the bottom. There we go. Okay, so that's the basic shape of the inside part of the leaf. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go around the leaf. Watch how I do this. I'm kind of going like this around where the veins are because it's an oak leaf, and oak leaves have these nice roundish kind of shapes. And then on the top there's always a round part. And then we're going to do the same thing, coming around. Just like that, okay? Now, I'm going to do a little bit of erasing here because I want that to be a little more out. You know, like I made that a little too close to the vein. I want it to be out more like this. There we go. But like I said, I'm going to be erasing all of my pencil marks. So now that's it. I'm going to start outlining with my black fine-tipped marker. I'm outlining everything. And I don't mind if I don't follow my pencil lines because I will be erasing them. But if you don't want to erase your pencil lines, stick to your outline. Try to do your outline the best you can, okay? But as you can see, I'm not really following it. So now I'm going to do the veins. right, how are you guys doing? There we go. So now I'll take my eraser and I'm going to erase all my pencil marks. Be careful and make sure that your marker is dry before you start to erase, because you don't want to start smudging your marker all over the place. So I'm just lightly erasing all of my pencil marks here. Then we can add some nice color. Got eraser bits everywhere. There we go. That's what that brush is for. It's fun to use. I used to just wipe with my hand, but you know what? I kind of like using the brush. Makes me feel like a real artist. I am a real artist. I shouldn't say it makes me feel like, because I am a real artist. And so are you. All right, there we go. Pencil marks are all erased. I'm starting by coloring in with my light brown color, and I'm going to color in the entire leaf. We're going to be doing layers of color. So you don't have to press down very hard, okay? And if you're using a coloring pencil, please make sure to turn it once in a while so you don't wear it all down on one side. That's what I did with this one, and you can see it's really short here and it's really long here. So I have to stop a lot to sharpen this. And that's too bad, because if I had remembered to turn my pencil, I would not have worn it down all on one side. But one time I was doing a drawing that was very heavy on the browns, and I just completely forgot to do it. Forgot to turn my pencil. And now I have to sharpen this so much, and it's wearing down really quickly. So I might have to buy another coloring pencil sooner than I wanted to. So that's a good reason to remember to turn your pencil. We like to keep our art supplies as long as possible, right? Because everything costs so much money these days. So I have to remember to turn my pencil. I've been using a lot of browns this month in my drawings, probably because it's fall here in Canada as I'm recording this video. We have autumn, and it's almost winter though, but there's still a few leaves on the trees. It's cold though. I got a little bit of brown outside. I'm going to try to erase it. Coloring pencil is very difficult to erase. But I got some of it off there with my funky eraser. All right, here we go. I have to be careful around the edges. I wasn't paying attention because I was talking, and I just kept going. And I got brown outside up here too. Oh my goodness, Rain. Well, this is just for fun, right? We're creating some beautiful works of art. But this is a lesson, so we're learning at the same time. So I am learning to pay attention when I'm coloring. Turning my pencil. There we go. Now that's what's called a first layer, because that's one layer of color. The next layer I'm going to use is yellow, and I'm going to do the same thing over the entire, whoops, I wasn't even pressing down hard. This yellow was very sharp. So yeah, I'm going to put yellow over my entire leaf. So we're adding a second layer of color. The first layer was light brown. And the second layer is yellow. And I'm doing this because I like to blend colors. I like the way it looks when you have different colors together. I could have just gone ahead and done a second layer of brown and said, okay, that's it for today. But I like the way the yellow looks. Now don't forget to turn your pencil. And like I said before, you don't have to press down hard. That's why we add layers. There we go. I'm going to be careful around the edges too. I love oak leaves. I think they're so pretty. I love their shape. We don't have too many oak trees here where I live. We mostly have maple trees. I love maple leaves too, especially when they change colors, the oranges and the yellows and the reds. But oak leaves, I don't know. There's something about them that I love so much. Maybe it's their shape. How are you guys doing? Are you remembering to turn your pencil? Or your crayon? I think the same thing would apply to a crayon. You don't want to wear it all down on one side, right? So this is our second layer of color. There we go. Now, a third layer of color, that same light brown. I'm going to go over it one more time with the light brown. And it's going to give it a nice mix of yellow, yellowy, brownie. Ooh, brownie. I made brownies the other day. You see the difference? It's a nice difference, don't you think? The yellow brings it together really nicely. Turning my pencil, I might have to sharpen it. This one especially, you know, because like I said, I wore it down on one side by not turning it. So it wears out real quick. We'll see, maybe I can get this done without having to sharpen it. We'll see. What's your favorite leaf? What's your favorite tree? I think my favorite tree is, well, my favorite leaf is this one, the oak leaf. But I think my favorite tree is a tree called a weeping willow. They're so pretty. I can't describe what they look like, but they look like they're weeping. If you ever see a picture of a weeping willow, you'll know what I mean, or if you know what that tree looks like. They're so pretty. My dog just stretched and she made a noise. Oh, these pets are so funny. I think that's looking pretty good. And I
think I can get away with not having to sharpen. We will see. Almost done here. I might want to go over it with a fourth layer though. So that's the third layer. I am going to have to sharpen because I do want to do a fourth layer. So give me a second, guys. I'm just going to sharpen a little bit. Oh, it's very, very sharp. Okay. I'm going to go over this a fourth time. This is my fourth layer. Just to sort of fill in areas that I think need a little bit more brown around the edges here. And I'll leave it up to you if you just want to stick with 3 layers. I'm going to be careful about turning my pencil now because it's so sharp right now. I'm also being careful not to press down too hard. Did you ever climb a tree? I used to climb trees, really big thick maple trees. I never had a tree house though. I always wanted a tree house, but I never had one. I would love to live in a treehouse. As an adult, I would love that. But it would have to have a bathroom, and it would have to have a kitchen, and it would have to have a good roof, and heating, and air conditioning. And so I guess it wouldn't be a real treehouse. It would be a house in a tree. I appreciate indoor plumbing. Oh, and it would have to have internet and electricity. But imagine waking up every day and looking out your window and you just see the tops of all the trees and you see the little birds and the squirrels in the leaves, and that would be so much fun. Might be cold in the winter though. Ooh, my puppy just flopped down really hard there. Okay, I think I'm done. That's my oak leaf. I'm going to sign my work. Don't forget to sign your work, my friends. I want you to be very, very proud of the beautiful work of art that you just created. I hope you enjoyed this lesson, and we'll see you next time on Nature and the Universe. Thanks for watching. Bye.